It's your boy Danny J. Quick, and I'm here with Kyrun Silva. And we want to thank you for joining the Four Tales podcast.
I want to know what it is Quick is trying to say.
We're about to talk some comics and get a little bit controversial. Everything from indie books to movie to level commercial. With no rehearsals when we converse to coerce you. And then we do the quick takes and try to get to the person. So join us and get your comic book a few more sales once a week wherever you pod. It's Four Tales. Once a week wherever you pod. It's Four Tales.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Taurus Comics, in collaboration with Fourth Wall Productions, respectfully brings to you the 201st episode of the Four Tales podcast. I am your host, Kyrun Silva from Taurus Comics. Across the way, as always, is a purple kickstarting, ass-kicking writer of Ace Blade, Dan J. Quick, and together we are your two award-winning blurred comic creators here to help you find your next favorite comic. We are live via Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok.
No.
Well, no. We are on TikTok also.
Oh, okay. TikTok.
And so if you're here, I was about to say in live at 5-Star Comic Con. So if you are listening or watching us live, thank you for your support. But don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and review this podcast because all your positive reviews and interactions help us reach a bigger audience. And big shout out to Tony Clapper and all the people at 5-Star Comic Con making this past weekend a huge success. I can't speak for Danny. I had an amazing time. Danny still seems tired from the weekend.
I'm still tired. I had such a great time. I'm still recovering.
I know. Yeah. So highlights of the weekend?
Man, just being able to do the show live, man. That 200th episode is a real milestone. We got to meet Fish Lee, Fish and Bear. Tony
met him.
Clapper. Dang on Ryan Robinson, Ted Sakura, Fee. What's Fee's last name? Does Fee have a last name?
Sully, right?
Yeah. We got to meet Michael Watson and his.
Wait. We got to meet Feed's dad too. Don't just throw his
dad. That's right. Yeah. We got to meet a whole bunch of folks from the previous Agents of Geekdom network and folks that we've been following for a long time. And we got to do our 200th episode live at 5-Star Comic Con, which was really cool. We had a pretty cool crowd there, that was interactive. Victor Dandridge was there.
There was cool. Like hundreds of people in the audience for that. I was surprised some people showed up for it.
Hundreds? There was
hundreds, right?
There was definitely more people than I expected.
I counted 100 at least.
You might have been high, but I had a good time. I had a good time at the show. So, what about you? What were your highlights?
Highlight, as always, was hanging out with you. I mean, it's the second time in 8 years that we know each other, we hang out. So, like you said, seeing people like Fish Lee, like Michael Watson for first time, like Tony, that was definitely a highlight. Meeting the Brad Arney.
Arney. Yes.
That was amazing.
That was a surprise and absolutely amazing. Yeah. It was cool.
And then you decided, hey, I'm gonna launch this Kickstarter the weekend after. Then your Kickstarter just blew up.
It was wild. Man. We did a lot of work to prepare for the Kickstarter, so I'm glad that it launched and funded in the first day. I was very excited. I wasn't expecting that, but hey. Oh, we're at 112 backers. That's amazing.
Nice. Congratulations, man.
So, man, thank you, man. We've done a lot of these Kickstarters, and to have it be successful, in the first day is something that I can only say I've done once, and it was with a very low goal.
So I guess I need to ask. You're 130% funded, and you have 25 days to go. Are you going to announce a stretch goal at any point, or are you good the way it is?
Yeah, we're gonna announce a stretch goal. We're gonna do, but I'm waiting for the artists. There's some art that's supposed to happen, and once the art comes out, we're going to announce a stretch goal. That's all I can say.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to maybe back Danny's campaign, you can go to Kickstarter and look up Ace Blade number 1 through 10, the Vegas Vigilante, and you'll find it there. He has 25 days to go, so he doesn't necessarily need your money, but he would like
No, we
it.
need it.
Oh,
No, we need
okay.
it.
Okay.
You know what the real goal is. I told you that if we get to 15, that we're gonna do something special. So that's what I'm trying to push for. It's it's Ace Blade 1 through 10, Alan. All 10 issues. You have the first 9, I believe. So Ace Blade number 10 is on there for you.
But wait, there's a lot of stuff on here you can get besides just Ace Blade 10. And
For sure, there's t-shirts and hats and Ace Blade kunai and variant covers and all kinds of stuff, all kinds of amazing stuff. You can
coffee mugs and
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, all right.
Original art, sketch covers, all kinds of stuff for sure.
Okay, nothing by Kyrun Silva though. I just want to
nope.
Well, I don't show up anywhere there. So
I want to keep your sketch cover hand ready for Ballad of Black Rose issue 3.
No.
So
okay, I just
next time.
Okay, all right.
I appreciate that, Kyrun. Thanks.
No problem. You want to introduce our what?
Speaking of Kickstarters,
quick takes. You want to do quick takes?
No, not yet. Speaking of Kickstarters, we have a guest here who also has a Kickstarter going. And the only reason that I know Kalamazoo is a real place is because he went to community college there. So welcome to the show.
No. You should know that from Animaniacs also.
Wait. You went to community college in Kalamazoo?
No, you did.
Oh, yes, I did, yes.
You went to community college in Kalamazoo. That's why I know it's a real place. I thought it was just something that they said in cartoons, but
no, it is an actual place. It's actually the birthplace of Gibson guitars. Like, they were headquartered there until like the mid '80s.
Oh wow! I didn't see.
Nice.
There's a fun fact. Right. Well, welcome to the show, Nick. Nick Phoenix in the building, the owner of Phoenix Press. And if you haven't seen the show before, or if anybody hasn't heard of you before, give us a quick intro to you and what you do and what you're here to talk about.
So I'm a indie comic creator from the southeastern Michigan area. I do YouTube. I'm on Twitter. All the socials. On YouTube, I stream a lot of video games and whatnot. Interact with the community. Comic books and novels are kind of my main passion here. So Screecher seems to be the one that kind of bit people. Like, they seem to really like that one. I'm doing a trade for it on Kickstarter right now. I also started to do my hand in novels. Last year released my first novel, Lost Kingdom, which is like a Star Wars-esque kind of thing. Working on a spy novel right now. It's due out next year, so that's going to be pretty sweet. So, but yeah, I'm kind of your standard internet Renaissance man.
Very nice. So let's talk about you and Phoenix Press. Why make your own company? Why not just join other people? Like, why did you want to start your own thing?
Well, a lot of it was born out of, like, prior to, like, 2019, I was part of this one company in Flint, and then we had a bit of a falling out. He was my mentor. I appreciate a lot of the stuff he taught me. I feel like I probably wouldn't have even been as successful as I was if it wasn't for his mentorship kind of thing. So by then, I started my own comic book company. This way, I don't have to worry about rejections. I don't have to worry about, like, pleasing people. I can just do what I want, tell the stories that I want. And if people don't like it, they just don't buy the issue and it's not successful,
Yeah.
That's
why I started mine too.
That's one of the best things about being independent is that you can make what you want to make,
Yeah.
And you can, I think there's an audience for everything. So you can find the people, especially on social media, you can find the people that will enjoy the things that you make. And that's one of the best things about being indie. But I want to ask, I've never been to Michigan. Is there like a thriving art community there? Like, we just came came from Ohio, and Dayton seems to be like a really big, art city. Is Detroit or is it Michigan?
Not Detroit. I would say so. 1 second, I'm gonna I can still talk, but it's gonna. It's like, my I got a pet rat, and they always choose when I do these live streams to do this kind of thing. So I'm just gonna remove this here real quick. But I can.
I'm sorry. Did you say pet rat?
Yes, he's got a pet rat.
That's dope.
Okay, fine. All right, fine. She'll make an appearance. No, she's a bit of a drama queen, and every time I do live streams, she always chooses to.
She wants attention.
I know.
Yeah. So this
Hey.
is Charcoal. This is Charcoal. She's my girl.
Nice. Very
She's
nice.
my baby.
It's the first time
Okay.
we've had a pet rat on the show.
Yeah, that's
We've
cool.
had cats and dogs.
We've had cats and dogs.
Master Splinter.
That's the first thing I thought of too, Daryl.
Yeah.
was
So
pretty
yeah. And then she's going to her safe space. But yeah, she was like chewing on her shoe. She always chooses to do that. Every time I do a live stream, she's a freaking drama queen, I swear. She wants us
This all of a sudden became like an OnlyFans thing, didn't it?
Hey, but it's
Cajun
free.
Blurred's Eye, it's in the chat. What's up, man?
But it's free.
So sorry about the interruption. Sorry about that. I was hearing the chewing thing. I was waiting for you to finish talking. I didn't want to interrupt you.
You're all right.
Okay. We should be good now. Yeah, her cage is like right up there or whatever. So
Does she pop up in any of your books by chance?
no, the problem with rats is they only live like 2 to 3 years.
Oh.
So you only really have like a short amount of time with them, and she's already over a year old, so got like at least another good year with her. Maybe I'll get 2 more.
I didn't know they didn't live that long, actually. Oh.
No.
And of course, in a book like Screecher, there's a lot of birds in Screecher. So I don't know if we want to have a pet rat in
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was having a conversation with a friend of mine where we're like talking about hanging out, and she was like going to bring her cat. It's like, your pet eats my pet, so no.
Right. Kyrun's got 8 cats right now, so I definitely understand. So tell us about Screecher. So
and the Kickstarter you have for it right now.
Yeah. So like I said, oh hey Travis, how you doing, man? Good to see you. I recognize the name Travis, so
Travis is an amazing creator. And of course he and Danny have beef for some reason. I don't know why. But
well, he should have been at 5-star this weekend. We could have handled it, but
yeah. Hey, Travis, you were greatly missed at 5-Star Comic-Con this weekend.
Greatly missed, but we understand you had family stuff to do. So
when it comes to beefs, I just don't talk about it publicly. I just, I think that's all. It's just do your thing, and if you're gonna handle it privately. That's all I'm gonna say on that.
No, me and Kyrun, me and Travis are cool. We just
okay. It's banter. It's banter. My apologies.
Yeah, for sure.
Alan says Kyrun 8 cats. Technically, it's actually 12 cats, 4 adult cats, and 8 kittens that were just born a couple months ago that we are trying to find homes for.
And you love them all.
I something.
I love animals. I Okay. Like if you look at like I swear my TikTok feed is just animal videos, just cute animal videos. That's like I don't even get the boobies anymore. I just get like kittens, horses, like those kind of videos.
Mm-hmm. And what about owls?
I do love me some owls. Okay. Obviously, so and I'm really sorry. We keep getting sidetracked, but so basically the elevator pitch that I always use with Screecher is it's a tale of a young woman named Amy Fletcher comes back to her hometown of Ann Arbor, Michigan after 7 years away. Her father been jailed for a crime he did not commit, and now left with another option, becomes the winged Avenger Screecher and try and clear his name. We're about 4 issues deep into it right now. That's the full story of Volume 1. It's been working on Volume 2 right now. In fact, in this collected edition, we actually have an additional 4 pages of epilogue. It's meant to be both as a story tease and an art tease, because they got a new artist working on it called Mark Hatherley, and oh my god, he's been doing such a great job.
All right. Nice work. Has like an animated look to it.
Yeah, the first volume was definitely very much like a BTAS, Teen Titans animated art style, and in volume 2 we kind of went a more of like a late 90s kind of like Scott McDaniel direction.
Okay. What made you change the art style?
We kind of switched up artists a little bit, and he had more of like a Marvelous style. Like basically, the thing that sold me on him was he had like this like there's the new art, by the way. That one right, that page right there. He had like this really cool picture of Spider-Man, and so I kind of showed him some old like Nightwing, like the Dixon McDaniel Nightwing run a little bit, and he kind of seemed to vibe with it, and then the colorist Art Black, who's been with me since issue 2, they're working with me again, and they're kind of doing a different coloring style, and I just think this is just great, honestly.
There's a question in chat says, is Nick in Ann Arbor?
I'm close to it. I live about 20-30 minutes away from it.
There you go, Jason. Daryl Murphy, please go check out Travis's work. Also check out Summit Comics, who Travis is the primary person behind Summit Comics. Nick, going back to Screecher, what can people expect with this new issue coming out? Like, if you've already read the previous issues, what can we expect with this one?
You can expect the first 4 issues in a more premium format. I have a forward done by Chuck Dixon, which I'm still kind of like pinching myself how I manage that, kind of thing. And I have a kind of special edition Talon cover by Joan Sontag. That's pretty sweet. And like I said, there is the 4-page epilogue, which gives a little bit of a tease of like where we're kind of going with the story here. So yeah, like if you have issues 1 through 4, outside of supporting me, the big thing is the Chuck Dixon forward and the 4 additional epilogue pages. That's kind of like the big thing.
That's awesome. So I want to talk about you a little bit, Nick. What made you want to make comic books? I know you said you write a few different things, but comic books specifically, was there a specific comic or character that got you into comic books, or did you always just want to be a creator?
I've always been a creative person, one way or the other. Like growing up, I created board games, card games, writing stuff. Heck, in 2nd grade, I remember creating my first comic book. It was the Adventures of Superboy and Comet Boy or whatever. It's something that it's like it's stupid stuff that like the 2nd grader would do, but like I was creating way back then. I always had like that itch. And as far as stuff that got me into comics, I would say the George Perez, Marv Wolfman, Teen Titans. I'm a big DC guy. Like DC's kind of my jam. I do love me some Marvel, like the Daredevils, the X-Men's and whatnot. The DC is kind of my thing here. Obviously I talked about Chuck Dixon. I loved a lot of his work. But yeah, Batman's probably
creator of Bane, Chuck Dixon, right?
The what?
The creator of Bane, Chuck Dixon.
Yes, sir.
Oh. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, Screecher isn't the only series that you have in your company. How does this book fit in with the other books that you already have?
So all my stuff takes place in the same universe. And so you're referring to my 2 other titles, Turret Samurai and Project Axis.
Yes.
The Turret Samurai takes place kind of far in the future, so it's kind of like a Batman Beyond kind of situation. So like there's kind of like that time gap that allows some things. And then Project Axis, at least in this portion, kind of takes place all the way in like the Southwest, like Arizona, kind of places. So there's more of a distance kind of thing. But they are in the same universe, and I do have plans for crossovers and how things interact.
Have you been dropping little threads that connect everything so far? Like
I actually have.
Oh.
Like, for example, in issue 3 of Screecher, there's like this kind of like deal that goes down for a little material, and you see like this one woman walk out, and she's got like a guy in like a plague doctor outfit that shows up. Like what, like, that's kind of a bit out of the ordinary. That's a tease for this other comic book that I have developed called Eco Ray, which is kind of like an Aquaman, Iron Man kind of thing, and it's gonna be set in Seattle. Okay. So like I dropped the characters, and I dropped some stuff with that, with like company Aquatac, and I dropped some names. So that's kind of like that. That's a big tease for that and whatnot.
Nice.
Okay. So do you have any aspirations? I know some of us writers like to draw also. So you ever have any aspirations to be an artist or anything like that, or are you strictly sticking to writing?
I have been dabbling into coloring my own books. Like I've done experiments. I would consider myself a pretty okay flatter at this point. so like
Okay.
I can flat things. A lot of times when I get like a character design back from the artist, I'll flat it myself first, just so that like the colorist can know like, okay, these are kind of the color choices I was thinking to kind of help better communicate it. Or, I might flat a page myself so the colorist kind of knows like what I'm looking for. Not quite production ready, but like it does help with the communication that I can do that. So
No, for sure. I've done flats on I did flats on a few pages of Ballad of the Black Rose, and similar.
Wait, no, don't do that. You've also drawn your own cover.
Yes, I've
For-
done a
okay.
cover, and I've done some things, but I'm definitely more confident in my coloring skills than my
yeah.
drawing,
As
my
far as
illustration skills.
as far as art, I can thumbnail a book if I have to. Like if as far as like creating the panels and they're thick figures and
Yeah.
kind of thing. But I can at the very least I feel confident enough to like be like, okay, this is the angle I wanted. This is the kind of thing. Like I can thumbnail a book if I have to.
Nice. You've been doing this now for a few years. Where do you see yourself and Phoenix Press within the next 5 years?
I mean, there is kind of where I hope to be. Basically, I'm honestly the kind of like the big goal is national distribution. I want to be big enough to where a national distributor will carry my books, or and then like comic shops all across the country, and then from there, I guess kind of the sky's the limit, really.
Okay. I mean, there are a lot of distributors out there right now that are willing to take on even small press like ourselves. So definitely look into those.
Yeah,
Definitely.
for sure.
Okay.
Especially now that I'm at to me, my first big milestone is getting to a trade. Because trades are kind of where the money is at in comics. I mean, people do like floppies, but trades are really the big money maker. And so now that I actually am at a point where I have a trade of my most popular book, that opens up a lot of doors for me.
Okay. So, all right. So back to Screecher. You said this story takes place, after your main character's been away for 7 years, right? And she's fighting for her father who's been wrongly accused. And the question that you put on the Kickstarter is, what would you do for the father you loved? Now we've seen some pretty cool stories about, superheroes and their attachment to their families. Maybe like Barry Allen, the Flash. He's he's continually going back in time to save his mom, and his father was set up for in certain universes he was set up to kill her. Said so. How is this story similar or different to some of the stories that we've seen in the past with similar setups?
See, the thing I say is I feel like I had like unconscious inspirations. Like there's things I said that were inspired, and there's people who said like, oh, this looks like this. Like they were like, Like for example, a lot of people say that Screecher looks a lot like Raven from Teen Titans, where I was not consciously thinking of Raven, but I am a big Teen Titans fan, and so I can't deny that like subconsciously it probably had some effect on it. And I also get the Flash comparison a lot, so I feel it's valid. So like I wasn't thinking of Barry Allen and his father for the Flash, but obviously I knew of that story, so to say it couldn't have been an unconscious inspiration, I feel like it's a valid thing as well. So I'm definitely the kind of person where like I pull from like a lot of my favorite things and I kind of put into a pot, add my own spices, add my own ingredients, kind of stir it up, and then kind of give it back to you and whatnot. I always find it to be very fun.
I would assume when you are doing that, like you said, adding your little spin on things that you like, that also includes this amazing Akira homage that you have with Screecher too, right?
Yeah, that was definitely one where like as soon as I knew like Screecher was going to have a motorcycle, I knew I had to do this cover. And it's one of those things where like everyone says, "Oh, another hero homage." I just like do it. I think it's really cool. I really like. It's a great shot. Screecher rides a motorcycle, so it's a valid thing to do anyway. And like, I don't know. I like Akira slides. I mean, there's another guy who he did an Akira slide, and I literally backed his Kickstarter because he had an Akira slide. So
there you go. That's awesome. Okay, so it's about time for my favorite part of the show, quick takes. So whenever you're ready, Kyra.
All right.
Quick takes.
I think I got it right that time. I got everything right, and everything's all set up. I finally learned how to do it.
Hey, 200 episodes in, we got it. Okay. Nick, if you haven't seen the show, Quick Takes is a rapid Q&A session where we grill our guests on their deepest, darkest secrets from the internet. I'm just playing. This is a little session for our guests to get to tell a little bit about themselves. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask you 5 questions, and you have 45 seconds each to answer them. Okay? Starting with a question that's probably going to get you into some trouble. I see we got some local Michigan folks in the chat. So
I'm saying the Michigan comic scene is great. I love it.
I want you to tell me what is the best part about Michigan and what is the worst part about Michigan.
Best part about Michigan is definitely the nature, the people. I actually do like that we kind of got like a mixture of people, like different viewpoints, different ethnicities. It kind of makes for a good melting pot here. Just the variety of things. Probably the thing I don't like, the roads. I would say our roads are atrocious. Like the constant construction. I'm kind of sputtering out here a little bit, but Northern Michigan is beautiful. It's a treasure in and of itself. But I wouldn't live anywhere else, honestly.
Awesome. And the worst part? Oh, you said the worst part was the roads, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Question number 2. So, you named your company the Phoenix Press. So I want to know what do you consider the best Phoenix story in fiction?
I mean, off the top of my head, obviously Dark Phoenix Saga. I will say I do find it hilarious that they hired Simon Kinberg to ruin it twice. I do find it, but that's kind of me babbling a little bit. But yeah, I mean, honestly, it kind of begins and ends with like the Dark Phoenix Saga. Maybe you want to like include some Harry Potter stuff because that includes phoenixes in there. But yeah, I've always kind of loved phoenixes because they're kind of a symbol of resilience. What is dead may never die. You may be down, but you can always come back up stronger. Like that's why I named the company the Phoenix Press, and their tagline is "We are reborn."
Oh, I love it. So there are a lot of Phoenix stories out there. But as a comic book fan, you can't go wrong with Dark Phoenix for sure.
Yeah.
I did hear that the Pokemon Ho-Oh was a intended to be a phoenix.
Yeah.
Sort of like it, yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Ho-Oh, Moltres, Talonflame. Yeah.
Moltres, yeah. Okay. Question number 3. And I see you, Brian, in the chat. I do not have an obsession with purple. Purple is my life. I'm not obsessed. I live the purple life.
No, but he said you had an obsession with purple tights, not just purple, but purple tights.
That's
no wonder you wanted to have me on so badly because it's Screecher purple.
That's another show. Yeah, listen. It is what it is.
Purple's a great color. It's a great color.
Purple's a great color.
Okay color. Sure. It's an okay
color. Question number 3. I'm going to put you on the spot right here.
Okay.
I want to see if we can get a spoiler about Screecher's father. What is the mystery behind Screecher's father?
Let's just say that Screecher's father has knowledge that Eden Pharmaceuticals is after, and but it's not just his knowledge that he's in trouble for. Let's just say he made the darkness cry. He had quite the dark cry, if you will. Him and his best friend, who was quite the night watcher.
Okay. All right. See, that's how we got to do it from now on, Kyrun. Just ask for the spoilers, and people will give us a little something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm being a little bit tricky with it.
That's all right. That's good. That's a little
I like how
cheesy.
he said made the darkness cry, like how you made me cry on Sunday when you left 5 Star Comic Con so quickly and just left. So
I had to get on the road, man. I'm
you
sorry.
did.
I
I
didn't
was
get back until
I was
midnight.
I was trying to do like spoilers that like wouldn't really make sense now, but when you see them and you go back, like, oh my god, he was spelling it out for us.
There you go. I like
Okay.
it. I like it. Okay. All right. So, question number 4, and this is a question that we ask a lot of our creators here. When you're going out and you're doing cons, do you prefer big cons or do you prefer small shows, and why?
I tend to prefer like the medium sized ones. I haven't really done any big cons yet. Kind of working up to that, hopefully soon. But small shows are good, but I tend to not make too much money there. I prefer like the medium ones that have some amount of guests, but not too hectic. Because the problem with the bigger cons, like I've attended them, is a lot of people, you can kind of get lost in the shuffle. I prefer more the Goldilocks zone of like there's enough people there where it's like, yeah, that's right, kind of thing. But you can still spend time with people. But like the smaller shows are great because you do meet a lot of great people. I love doing cons; they're like crack to me.
Yeah, I like that. Medium-sized shows. I want to do a big show every now and then, but I think medium to small size shows are where it's at for me.
The weird thing is that is not the first time somebody's mentioned crack on this show. So this is starting to become a thing.
Anyways, question number 5, before you get us demonetized.
We're monetized?
Congratulations.
Potentially.
Okay.
Not after this stream.
So, question number 5. We usually have our guests do a top 5 list off the top of their head. And with Screecher being, a bird, I want to know, what do you think are the top 5 best birds?
Oh.
Okay. That'd be hilarious if he's like, I have no idea what a bird is.
I don't know.
I hate birds.
Red-tailed hawk, bald eagle,
Okay.
probably great horned owl. There's 3. I'll probably say robin.
Robin.
Actually, no. Place there with a cardinal. And then
state bird of North Carolina, Cardinals. Last one.
I'm just gonna say osprey.
Okay. All right. Can't go wrong with the big huge osprey.
I love the birds of prey. I like the big hunter birds or whatever.
If you would have said raven, I would have. Ravens are good.
Oh, okay. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna take that osprey and replace it with a raven. Yeah,
ravens are amazing birds.
Yeah.
Don't let him bully you into changing.
Sorry, like now I kind of want to redo my entire list. Like, okay,
no, it's too late.
Oh, darn it!
You're on record with the birds community.
All right, fine.
Dang, we're about to get canceled by the bird community. Dang.
Oh no, not the ornithologists.
No way. Thank you for doing that for us. This week, Quick Takes is brought to you by nobody.
Ace Blade issues 1 through 10 now available on Kickstarter. Right?
We don't have a sponsor this week because 5-Star Comic Con is over. So we need a new sponsor. If you want to sponsor Quick Takes, y'all reach out to us because we'll make it happen.
At Foretales Podcast at gmail.com. Feel free to email us.
There you go. Quick Takes is brought to you by CrockerCon. There you go.
I might be able to make that happen. All right, Nick. This has been fun having you on. We appreciate you taking time out of your day. There were a couple questions here real quick. I just want to make sure. Osgood Comics said Orioles. What?
Said crows are a-holes. Crows are amazing.
I mean, okay. My favorite thing about crows is if they hate you, it can be generational. Like if you piss off a crow, they will teach their children to hate you. They'll be like,
"Oh my goodness!
Hey, you see that Danny guy? Fuck that guy. Poop in his shoes."
I did
So
not
it's
know
like
that.
you'll have 3 generations of crows that will hate you just because you kicked one. Like
I do
20
know
years
that they
ago.
remember faces. Crows do remember faces, but I did
Yeah.
not know that they will teach their descendants not to like you. That's crazy.
So if anybody wants to teach a crow to really hate Danny, feel free to. I will.
No,
I'm not
I don't
condoning
want to
it.
be the enemy.
Print
I don't
out
want
a
to be the
picture.
enemy. That's crazy.
Print out a picture of Danny's face. tape it to your head, and start
I do
making
not
some
want to. I do not
crows.
want to make the enemy of any birds at all.
There's plenty of
Smart
pictures
man.
of Danny's head all over TikTok. But we do want to make sure our guests, or not our guests, but our listeners follow you, Nick, and keep up with your work, especially with Screecher having 8 more days left in the Kickstarter. So you guys want to make sure you go back that. But
Yeah.
where's the best places online for people to check out your work and keep up with you?
All right, X is kind of like my main social media platform. You search the Phoenix Press there. I'm also on YouTube. Just search the same. Also on places like Instagram. I do have a TikTok that I recently started. That's pretty young, so if you want to follow that, kind of help get that going. On Facebook, there's a Phoenix Press Facebook page, and then I'm also on Threads, if you will, but Twitter and YouTube are kind of the main ones, with like Instagram as like a third.
Okay. Danny, where can people check you out?
For the next 25 days, you can find me on Kickstarter. And if you don't find me there, I am on social media at the Ace Blade on all social media platforms. Kyrun, where can people find you, sir?
You can find me at tauruscomics.com. I am on all social media platforms at Taurus Comics. And this is the first time you've ever checked out our podcast, you can go to our website, fourtalespodcast.com. That is the number 4, TALES podcast.com. You can listen to the past 200 episodes. You can buy merchandise. You can support us that way. But join us next week, where we are going to have the Shada Project on, talking about their new book. So that's going to be exciting. Kenji, yes, Danny is everywhere, unfortunately. But everybody, until then, sayonara, goodbye, and please take care of yourselves.
Music provided by my brother, Quix Made It. Find him online in YouTube, Instagram, and SoundCloud.
I want to know what it is Quick is trying to say.